PS controllers might lack the diversity of rivals, but their standout features, bespoke haptic feedback and adaptive triggers, make them compelling. These features enrich gameplay on compatible PlayStation and select PC titles like Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered and Horizon Forbidden West. So, in this video, we've got recommendation for the top 5 best PlayStation 5 gaming controllers in 2025. For more information on the products, we've included links in the description box down below. Let's get started. Victrix Pro BFG. For dedicated gamers looking to up their game, the Victrix Pro BFG is an affordable game changer. Because of its modular design, it can accommodate both the traditional PlayStation layout and an offset Xbox configuration for its face buttons. Players have the option to replace half of the controller with a dedicated fighting pad. Each player may find the perfect fit with this controller thanks to its 5 customizable trigger levels and 4 strategically positioned, remappable back buttons. With a tournament lock to avoid inadvertent button presses, the $180 Pro BFG is designed for esports and serious gaming, going beyond just personalization. With full wireless and wired capabilities, the Victrix Pro BFG is compatible across PS5, PS4, and PC, and it has been recognized as the premier esports controller with numerous accolades, such as Best Gaming Accessory from Shacknews and Best Modular Controller Honor from Esquire. And with firmware updates, you can get up to 20 hours of battery life. The Victrix Control Hub also allows players to fully customize their character and access diagnostics. Scuf Reflex Pro. Let's be real here. There's little reason to buy the Scuf Reflex Pro now that the DualSense Edge exists. With the same basic design and build quality of the DualSense, but with fewer customizable components, non-replaceable analog sticks, and nothing in the way of adjustable trigger sensitivity or remappable buttons, the Reflex Pro does little to justify the extra $20 you'll spend over Sony's own Pro controller. The gamepad's 2 draws, however, are its rear paddles and custom skins. The Reflex Pro has 4 paddles on its back rather than the DualSense Edge's 2, which are nicely spaced to hover at your fingertips without taking up too much room. Plus, you can purchase it in a bunch of nifty colorways and preset design patterns if you want to add a bit of visual flair. It's comfortable, solidly built, and does most of what you'd expect a Pro controller to do. But with the DualSense Edge beating it on price and offering many extra features, the Scuf Reflex Pro is really only serving those desperate for 4 rear paddles and optional color schemes. Razer Wolverine V2 Pro Wireless. Coming full circle to third-party controllers that work with PlayStation, this one has some neat tricks under its sleeve and costs $250, which is $50 more than Sony's DualSense Edge. Its 9.8-ounce weight makes it more portable than the 11.8-ounce Edge. It also features a hybrid design that draws inspiration from both the Xbox and PlayStation lines, and it does away with haptic motors. Its ergonomic design accommodates a range of preferences with 6 programmable buttons, 4 of which are located on the back and 2 on top of the shoulder. However, the rear buttons cannot be changed. Some PlayStation aficionados might be turned off by the thumbstick arrangement and general style. Although the effectiveness in improving gameplay is controversial, the buttons provide distinct tactile sensation using Mecha tactile switches. It may be missing some DualSense capabilities, including adjustable triggers and haptic feedback, but it makes up for it with extensive personalization options through the mobile Razer controller app. Extending up to 28 hours when not using RGB lighting, the battery life drops to 10 hours when it is active. Unfortunately, there is no carrying cover and the accompanying accessories are minimal: a USB cord and 2 thumbstick caps. Sony DualSense Edge Wireless Controller. To compete with Microsoft's $180 Xbox Elite Series 2 and other premium controllers, Sony has released the $200 DualSense Edge. It comes with a ton of features that competitive multiplayer gamers will love: 2 paddles on the back, conveniently placed for your index and middle finger, adjustable analog stick heights, and triggers that can be set to travel in short strokes, great for twitchy shooters, or long strokes. to make the most of their adaptive functionality. The ease with which these customized settings can be adjusted is even more remarkable. To access or modify any of your 4 personalized mapping profiles, merely press and hold the additional function buttons. The fact that the analog stick modules are completely detachable and swappable is even better, since it means that the controller will still function properly in the event of future stick drift. With a weight of around 325 grams, the controller is slightly heavier than the original DualSense but still lighter than its Xbox equivalent. The DualSense Edge is a fantastic upgrade for gamers seeking more performance and personalization options, with features like ergonomics designed to be comfortable for long periods of use and entirely removable analog stick modules. Sony DualSense Wireless Controller. What makes the PS5 feel truly next-gen isn't faster loading times, dazzling visuals, or more computing power. It's the $75 DualSense PS5 controller. Despite appearances, the DualSense is more than your average first-party controller. It's an outstanding new-gen gamepad with a plethora of features that make it the perfect PS5 controller for the majority of users. Developers have already made excellent use of the DualSense's custom haptic feedback, which enables more flexible and tactile vibration. After you try out the adaptable triggers, which adjust the resistance based on your gameplay, you won't want to use any other controller. The fact that the hardware is top-notch is obviously a plus. Putting aside the DualSense's poor battery life and stick drift, a problem with almost all first-party gamepads, it's a fantastic controller that showcases the PS5's capabilities and is also perfect for use with Steam Deck. Plus, it's cheap, so you can use that money toward other awesome gaming offers.